తెలంగాణ అసెంబ్లీ సమావేశాలను ప్రత్యక్ష ప్రసారం చూద్దాం.
Flushed with money, but the ATMs are dry. Nowhere in the city, ATMs, there are hardly, I would say, 1 to 2% ATMs have cash and are working. I request the Honorable Chief Minister Sahab to kindly look into this. हैदराबाद शहर में ATMs में कहीं पर भी पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, ज्यादातर ATMs खाली हैं सर. तो सवाल यह है कि कितना पैसा हमारी रियासत से गया था पुराने नोटों की शक्ल में और कितना पैसा हमको मिला. और आज हो सकता है मैं गलत हूं, लेकिन यह बात कही जा रही है कि जितना पैसा था सारा पैसा उत्तर प्रदेश गया था, पंजाब गया था, मणिपुर गया था, उत्तराखंड गया था, वहां इलेक्शंस थे वहां गया था, इसलिए यहां नहीं आया, पता नहीं कहां गया. खैर जहां भी गया हमको इस बात से कोई सरोकार नहीं है. हम चाहते हैं कि हमारी रियासत में भी हमको बराबर पैसा मिले. आज एटीएम में पैसा नहीं है. मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब और हुकूमत इस ताल्लुक से भी गौर करेगी सर. Sir, the issue of public debts and debt management is crucial for the fiscal health of the state. The 14th Finance Commission has stipulated that fiscal deficit should be brought down to 3% per annum during 2015 and 20. Both in current year 2016 and 17 and then showing year 2017 and 18, the state is allowed to borrow up to 3.5% of GSDP on fulfillment of certain conditions. This is considered necessary to maintain the growth momentum in the state through focus on infrastructure development, sir. So, however, a matter of serious concern is how the soaring borrowings, even as per the FRBM limits and relaxation, may lead to mounting debt burden of state and its people. Telangana state inherited a debt of rupees 72,415 crore from the United Andhra Pradesh consequent to the bifurcation in June 2014, sir. Sir, this rose to rupees 83,846 crores or 16% of GSDP in 2014 and 15 and rupees 93,115 crores or 16% GSDP in 2015 and 16, sir. So this is expected to rise further to rupees 1,14,814 crores or 17.155% of GSDP at the end of fiscal year 2016 and 17 and to rupees 1,40,523 crores or 18.51% by March 31, 2018, sir. So thus within 4 years, the debt burden of state is poised to get doubled. This is certainly not beneficial to the fiscal health of the state. Rising debt burden also means higher outgo on the debt servicing, including interest and repayment of principal amount. I would suggest that the state may try to swap the higher interest debt with low interest debt when the banks are flush with funds in wake of demonetization and the interest rates have been particularly low. So while the per capita income of the state at current prices has increased from rupees 1,25,832 in 2014 and 15 and 1,40,683 in 15 and 16 to rupees 1,58,360 during 2016 and 17. The per capita debt have also soared from rupees 20,640 in 2014 and 15 to and rupees 22,757 in 15 and 16 to rupees 27,789 in 2016 and 17. As per capita income, the state will rise in the next fiscal year. The per capita debt burden would also increase substantially. This does not augur well for the state, sir. Sir, I may point out the state, Telangana state fiscal deficit is within the norms prescribed under the FRBM Act. The Act mandates the fiscal debt shall be brought down to 3% of GSDP. However, the 14th Finance Commission recommended a flexibility of 0.25% above this limit if the debt of GSDP ratio is lesser than or equal to 25% in preceding year. A further relaxation of 0.25% is provided simultaneously in the interest payment are less than or equal to 10% of the revenue received in the preceding year. So, in the current financial year, the state has allowed to borrow to the extent of 0.5% of GSDP over about the 3% limit as all the conditions laid down the Finance Commission for such additional borrowing has been fulfilled. Further, in the ensuing year, also the fiscal